Hello everyone, welcome to another video of mine. It's Commander Blay, and this is another Chelsea transfer review for you guys, where I'll give you guys the latest update on Kai Havertz. Big news stories this morning, broken by the reliable journalist Matt Law from the Telegraph. Christian Falco writes for CF Bayern. Huge news. Chelsea in pole position for Kai Havertz. We're breaking down all the stories, all the reports, and how confident we should be of signing Kai Havertz. We'll also be speaking about Jorginho and his future at Chelsea. I'm going to be finally speaking about Saeed Benrahma, what happened on the Instagram live yesterday, and could he potentially be hinting a potential move to the West London outfit. Now, before I do get into it, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and comment down with your fortunes on each story I do speak about. But apologies for my hair. I've been needing a trim, a haircut for months. I know a few of you pointed out in the comment section below yesterday. Apologies, I need to get a haircut, I know. I've already booked an appointment next week. I'm sorting it out. Going to be looking good. The skin fades, shape up, it's going to be good. I mean, this is a mess, so apologies, but make do with it for a few days. But without further ado, let's get straight into it. Starting off with the latest Kai Havertz stuff. Now, it was broken this morning by Matt Law, early hours this morning, 8 o'clock, around 8 a.m, between 8 a.m and 9 a.m. And he was saying that firstly, Chelsea receive a huge Kai Havertz boost, and Champions League qualification could boost Frank Lampard's transfer budget by £50 million. Obviously, we know we have a lot of money to play around with this summer, transfer funds wise, but as Matt Law reported, a reliable journalist I keep mentioning on this channel, connected to Chelsea, has a lot of connections with Chelsea, that if we do secure Champions League football, our budget would increase by £50 million. Now, that is quite significant, because obviously that could be the difference between us signing a centre-back in this window, between obviously we know Declan Rice is our number one target with centre-back, and he would cost around that figure. So by securing Champions League football, we could potentially secure ourselves a player such as Declan Rice in that, defensive area, and I think that's going to be crucial. So I think this is another reason why we have to secure Champions League football. We're looking good. We're now in third place above Leicester, 1 point above Leicester now, and we have 4 games remaining. 2 of them are easily winnable, and Champions League is looking very good for Chelsea. Now, obviously, when it comes to Kai Havertz, if Chelsea do secure Champions League football, it makes our life much easier when trying to secure and lure Kai Havertz to the bridge. And obviously, I'm going to be giving you the reasons why. Now, it was broken by, as you read more into the Telegraph report and article and what Matt Law was saying, he was saying that Chelsea are front of the queue to sign Kai Havertz. Chelsea have been handed a huge boost in their bid to sign Havertz after it emerged the attacking midfielder will tell Bayer Leverkusen that he wants to move this summer. Now, currently Kai Havertz is on holiday. If you check his Instagram live and Instagram story, he's currently somewhere off the coast, enjoying his time, relaxing, as the German Bundesliga season's ended and they played their cup final, which they lost 4-2 to Bayern Munich. And obviously, Bayer Leverkusen will not be taking part and participating in next year's Champions League. Now, obviously, with Bayer Leverkusen not securing Champions League and Chelsea in pole position to sign, get Champions League, it's looking highly likely that Kai Havertz will want him to Chelsea. And what was interesting is what Christian Falco said. Now, he said that Chelsea are the front runners for him, as we know, but Kai Havertz has officially handed in a transfer request to Bayer Leverkusen, and he wants to move this specific summer. Now, when it comes to suitors, let me speak about the suitors. The 3 main clubs interested for him is, of course, Chelsea, Bayern Munich and Real Madrid. Now, when it comes to compete with those clubs, we're not currently at that level to compete with them. Not financially, because we can financially, but when it comes to the attractiveness, we are an elite club, but we want to get to those levels. And I think Bayern Munich and Real Madrid are currently at a higher level, and we will be reaching there soon. But what gives us that boost and advantage as to why Chelsea front runners is because of the financial situation and the current COVID climate. Now, Bayern Munich have pulled out the race because they've already confirmed that, obviously, after spending money on Leroy Sané, they will not be pursuing Kai Havertz this specific window because of the COVID-19 situation, the financial impact it has had, and that's fair enough, and that's the case for a lot of clubs. And they would like to sign Kai Havertz next summer, in the summer of 2021. Now, as a result, that has removed Bayern Munich out of the race, leaving Chelsea and Real Madrid as the front runners for his signature. However, it is a similar case for Real Madrid. Christian Falco said on Twitter that Real Madrid would also prefer a move for Kai Havertz in the summer of 2021. Just like Bayern Munich, because they need to be selling players to raise further funds, and they have a lot of players on high wages which they will unable to be shift on the move on, leaving Chelsea as a clear front runner and in pole position to secure Kai Havertz's signature. And it's looking likely, it's looking very good, and obviously is at this point looking at a 9 out of 10 to sign us. Be excited, prepare yourself for Kai Havertz to sign for Chelsea, because it's looking highly likely at this stage that he will be moving to Chelsea. And as I said, Kai Havertz has officially handed in the transfer request. He asked to leave Bayer Leverkusen Leverkusen, and Chelsea want to pay the deal in installments. So how this is going to essentially work is we pay 70 million euros up front with 30 million euros in significant add-ons, bonuses, things like this, etc. So like I said, any big mega deal, you don't pay all the money cash up front, you pay in installments. You'll pay a large chunk up front, but then you'll pay it in installments, and obviously if the player activates any clauses or bonuses and does well, you pay more to the club, etc. Now, when it was reported by the 90 Min, they say that Bayer Leverkusen forward Kai Havertz is believed to have chosen Chelsea as his next club and will be asked to be sold to the Blues this summer to take the next step in his career. The 21-year-old, who even started to captain Leverkusen on occasion in the second half of the Bundesliga season, is recognised as one of the best emerging stars in Europe after managing 53 combined goals and assists across all competitions since the start of the 2018-19 season. It's already been reported this week that Havertz has decided the time is right to leave Leverkusen. The player himself also previously hinted it was likely to be on the cards when he said in April this year, "I'm ready to take a big step and I like challenges. For me, this also includes abroad," which obviously gives us a massive hint for Chelsea. Leverkusen chief executive Fernando Caro additionally confirmed just last month that the Bundesliga side will not try and block a transfer. Kai has been with us for 10 years, and I see this player's desire to take the next step sometime in the near future. And obviously we know that Kai Havertz has 2 years left on his remaining contract, with Christian Falk this morning tweeting that Kai Havertz will ask Bayer Leverkusen to sell him to Chelsea this summer. Huge breaking news. And it's looking like it's going to happen. It's genuinely looking like it's going to happen, and it's a massive statement of intent. A player of Kai Havertz's quality is sensational to come to Chelsea, and it's really going to elevate our squad to a new level, to new heights. Why do you think Frank Lampard's using the formation we are with 2 attacking eights? Because Kai Havertz will be occupying one of them, replacing Ross Barkley. It's looking really good. But moving on to the next story, I want to be talking about Jorginho. Now, where does this leave Jorginho? It was reported by Nizar Ginseller, another reliable Chelsea journalist, stating that Jorginho is unhappy with his current situation at Chelsea. Maurizio Sarri is keen to reunite with the midfielder at Juventus, and the fact that it has not been lost on Lampard and continues to frustrate the Blues boss with the season still ongoing. Now, obviously, we know that Jorginho has been frozen out despite his sensational cameo last night, looking like he could weave his bag back into the team, and that is very possible. But with Juventus making that swap deal with Pjanic and Arthur, it's looking unlikely Juventus will be swooping in for Jorginho, meaning it's unlikely Jorginho will be leaving this summer, in my personal opinion. I have rated Jorginho highly. I think he's a world-class player, an elite squad player. He'd be fantastic. I think he walked into our starting 11. I generally do. I think that him as that number 6 with Kai Havertz and potentially Mason Mount and attacking 8s is phenomenal. Honestly, phenomenal. And I think that Jorginho, he needs to play more often. He is our best midfielder at this moment in time. Like I said, so technical, gifted on the ball, an elite number 6. And we saw that under Sarri. And I think that he will be staying. I think that he will definitely be staying. I'm literally looking forward to seeing Jorginho next season. What would you guys think? Would you sell Jorginho or would you keep him? Like I said, I think he's an elite player. He adds a lot of value to the squad. And like you saw last night, we regained possession. He dictated that midfield. He dominates the midfield. He's a leader on the pitch and off the pitch as well. He's a world-class player. It's as simple as that. Heading into his prime, we need to keep him at all costs, in my personal opinion. But moving on to the final story, that is regarding Said Benrahma from Brentford. Now, I have spoken about him in a few transfer videos in the past, but why is it significant is what happened on the Instagram Live. Now, Said Benrahma made Instagram Live last night, and his good teammate, very good mate from Algeria, he made a controversial comment. And on this comment, he's tweeted in French, he posted in French saying, "Good luck at Chelsea, my brother." Now, obviously, when it was translated from French to English, it said, "Good luck at Chelsea, my brother." Now, could it be banter or a bit of joking around? Potentially, but it is implying that Chelsea are looking at Benrahma as a potential, Willian replacement, and it's looking possible that Said Benrahma could sign for Chelsea for a decent price. Said Benrahma at the Championship with Brentford, only 24 years of age, has stunning potential. Really skillful, tricky, fantastic finishing, nice end product, good agility, pace, suits the Premier nicely. A very technical winger that would, again, really add value to our current squad, and he would be a perfect Willian/Pedro replacement, in my personal opinion. I generally do. And could he be hinting that he's already agreed a deal to sign for Chelsea? Again, we haven't seen any reports. We have to watch it. We haven't seen anything significant at this moment in time. But it's very possible. It genuinely is very possible. And what would you guys think? Would you take Said Benrahma at Chelsea? Personally, I would. I think he's a top player, and but again, has good potential and be fantastic when it comes to attacking depth in the winning department. But leave me your thoughts please in the comments below. If you enjoyed this transfer news daily, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification, and I will see you guys for my next video. Peace.